Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wood Forest Bank Stadium here in Shenandoah. My name is Jeremy McGrail, giving you the live action tonight here between Oak Ridge War Eagles, the home team, of course, and the Stratford from the west side of town, making the long trek around to get up here onto the north side. And both Stratford and Oak Ridge looking to get into the win column this week after dropping their opening games a week ago. Stratford played Tomball and lost that game 48-28 against a good, strong Tomball team that's been making some playoff noise here recently. And in the case of Oak Ridge, they played against the Brenham Cubs on the road and lost that game by a score of 16-7. Kind of a surprising defensive battle, but Brenham must be pretty good because we know how talented Oak Ridge is this year with the number of three-year starters that are in this ball team. So I'm interested to get my first look at Oak Ridge for the 2023 season here tonight and see what they're bringing to the table, because they are one of the teams that we've got our eyes on for one of the four playoff spots in 13-6A, along with the likes of the Woodlands, New Caney, of course, Oak Ridge there in contention, Conroe High, perhaps College Park looking for a bounce-back season as well. We're just trying to get a feel for how deep the district is going to go this year. And Oak Ridge, this is the final dress rehearsal they've got until district starts next week. We've got some commercials coming up here in a second, and then we'll come right back for kickoff.
You've got a lot going on, so how do you find time to take care of you? At Houston Methodist, we work around your busy life. There's same-day visits when you're sick, online scheduling with specialists, access to all your records through MyChart, and video visits 24/7 if you need urgent care, bringing you Houston Methodist's expertise, wherever, whenever you need it.
That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
For over 40 years, Wood Forest National Bank has proudly supported the youth and schools of this great community. Our bank has grown through the years, and Montgomery County is our home. With over 30 convenient branch locations right here in Montgomery County, we are your community bank. Next time you're in the area, stop by and say hi. But for now, sit back and enjoy the game.
Shopping for a new or used vehicle, or just looking for a place for good, reliable service? Go with the name you know. Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. The Gullo family has been serving the Conroe Woodlands area since 1970. So the next time you're shopping for a new or used vehicle, or just need service, do yourself a favor and go see Gullo Toyota, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Ford. Or log on anytime at GulloAuto.com. Gullo, let's drive.
This is Donnie Buckaloo with Buckaloo Chevrolet. After 2.5 years, I'm proud to say we have new Chevrolets in stock today and are receiving new inventory daily. At Buckaloo Chevrolet, what you see is what you get. We don't charge market adjustments or added equipment you don't want. The price you see is the price you pay, so don't pay over MSRP. On I-45 in Conroe or shop BuckalooChevrolet.com.
It's a better buy at Buckaloo. It's not enough to be the leader in robotic-assisted procedures if we're not by your side for every step of your recovery, guiding you back to what makes you, you. Because it's not enough to replace your knee if we're not getting you to the moments that can't be replaced. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
And welcome back to Woodforest Bank Stadium. We are just waiting on the entrance of both teams here before we get started here tonight. A little over 8 minutes away from our opening kick. And we'll bring the teams out, of course, do the national anthem before we come out to midfield, have the coin toss, and figure out who is going to start with the ball here this evening. Again, Stratford Spartans are our visiting team here tonight, taking on Oak Ridge. Stratford coming to us from Region 3, District 17. They are in a district, of course, with their local rivals, Houston Memorial, Cy-Fair, Jersey Village, Northbrook, Spring Woods, Cy Ridge, Cy Creek, and that rounds out their district. In Stratford is going to be among the teams in contention for one of the 4 playoff spots from their own district, so pretty similar to Oak Ridge when you look at the expectations within the district and the fact that they're expected to be one of those teams that is going to be in strong contention for a postseason spot. In Stratford coming to us from the west side of town near the Energy Corridor out where I used to work out there. Stratford, their most famous, more recent alum is none other than Andrew Luck, quarterback who, of course, went on to do great things at Stanford and in the NFL. Stratford, a former powerhouse program in the mid to late 80s in the Houston area. They were one of the premier programs during that time period in the entire area. So the Spartans line up now coming out of the locker room under their tunnel. Going to run through their sign here and come out fired up. And as mentioned a moment ago before we went to the commercials, Stratford lost their opening game of the season to Tomball, 48-28 last week, so they're going to come on the road here and try and get that first win against the hometown team. Oak Ridge likewise dropped their opening game 16-7 to Brenham on the road, so have to expect the War Eagles are going to be pretty fired up to come out here tonight at home, get that first W in the win column. Oak Ridge coming into the season with some pretty high expectations given the talent that they're fielding this season, one of the more talented Oak Ridge teams in recent memory. When you look at the number of 3-year starters you've got on this football team, just a lot of talent. You have to think head coach Mark Schmid came into this season looking to build on the momentum generated last year and get this program back to the state playoffs. And this is the final dress rehearsal for Oak Ridge before district starts in earnest next week. So not a whole lot of time to iron things out before the games count for real and go towards your playoff ledger. So, again, huge motivation for both of these teams here tonight to kind of use this as a get-right game if they can before getting into the district schedule, because got to hit the ground running as soon as those bigger games start. So Oak Ridge can have a lot of motivation to come out here tonight, get off on the right foot, and generate that positive momentum going into district play, because when you look at their schedule, for Oak Ridge, they start with the Woodlands next week, so no time at all. They play the Woodlands, New Caney, and Conroe right off the bat in district. So Oak Ridge competing against 3 of the teams that they'll be challenging for a playoff spot right off the bat. So again, tonight, very important for this Oak Ridge team to come out here, look sharp, and try and get this W, as the War Eagles now coming out of the field house, lining up, ready to run out here. Lineup, Stratford, of course, already out on the sideline, ready for the national anthem to start. Oak Ridge going to run out here, and then we'll just be a couple of moments away from kickoff. As soon as Oak Ridge comes out and lines up here, we will cut away briefly for the national anthem, as always. And then we will watch opening coin toss, see which one of these teams is going to start with the ball. Looking forward to getting my first look at the War Eagles this year. Had a favorable, positive impression of them coming off of last year. It was really neat to see how a lot of those players who started as sophomores a year ago grew as juniors last year, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they're able to put together as seniors, because you just have several players that are seniors in this group that started as sophomores, so they've gained a lot of varsity experience under the steady leadership of Coach Schmid. Of course, Coach Schmid originally took this Oak Ridge position as an interim, but decided he's going to hang around for a little bit here, I believe in his third or fourth year at the helm of this program. As Coach Schmid, of course, long time associated with the Woodlands High School as both an assistant and a head coach. Good to see him continuing to teach these kids in the district, given his long tenure. And here come the War Eagles running out in their customary blue helmets, blue jerseys. Stratford in all white, save for their forest green helmets on the far side. Of course, as it has been lately, very balmy outside during the day. These 8 o'clock kicks, I feel like, have really helped the players and kind of cut down on some of the conditioning issues that you typically see in the opening game. So hopefully that continues here tonight. We don't see a lot of cramping issues or anything like that. Hydration. The wind's kicked up at points today, but as I look at the flags right now, there is no wind to speak of. Flags are just hanging down. Maybe a ever so slight wind on the south end, but again, not very strong at all. So should be pleasant conditions for both of these teams. Again, Oak Ridge is going to line up. So we will cut away briefly for the national anthem and then come back to you for the kickoff. I'm Jeremy McGrail. Thank you for joining us on this Conroe ISD broadcast. And the Oak Ridge Band treating us to the national anthem there as The colors are marched off the field, and with that, officials put their caps back on, ready to walk out to midfield with the captains, determine how the opening coin toss is going to go and see who will start with the football this evening. We were talking pregame, huge importance for both of these teams here tonight. Again, having lost their opening games, trying to get into the win column, very important with district just right around the corner next week. No time to mess around. Oak Ridge captains line up to walk out to the midfield. The captains are senior linebacker Justin Williams, senior defensive lineman Favor Awodian, senior receiver Tevian Jefferson, and senior Vance Virgilio, number 70, offensive lineman. Nice crowd on this balmy Friday night, both sides. Oak Ridge bringing a nice contingent here for the second game of the year. And on the far side, brave souls that went through the Houston traffic coming from the west side, Stratford country, to be here to see this game at Woodforest Bank Stadium.
And elected to defer their option to the second half.
Oak Ridge winning the opening toss, deferring.
Stratford will receive.
So the Spartans will have first ball tonight. Oak Ridge looking to come out and set the tone with their defense. The War Eagle defense really did a great job in that game against Brenham last week, holding the Cubs to just 16 points. Oak Ridge will obviously be looking to put more in the point column this week, both on offense. And if they can get some help from the defense and special teams, that's always fun too. But first, provided this kick is fielded, we will be looking at the Oak Ridge defense. Again, my name is Jeremy McGrill, helping bring you this action here tonight from Woodforest Bank Stadium in Shenandoah. We thank you for joining us on this Conroe ISD broadcast. Encourage you to follow Conroe ISD Athletics, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram as well.
Number 36, Marcus.
Of course, encourage you to like and subscribe to the Conroe ISD Athletics channel on YouTube. Have channels for both Woodforest Bank Stadium and Moorhead. Encourage you to subscribe to both of those channels so you can watch and rewatch all of the Conroe ISD action that we bring you this 2023 football season. The ball is down. We are ready to kick it off, and back to kick will be Marcus Erstad, a junior kicker for Oak Ridge. Here we go. The ball is up. We are away. Short kick and hit the turf. All Stratford can do is fall on it and try and preserve the possession. Actually, a good job of fielding. That was number 21, Parker Johnson, a junior for Stratford. Doing a good job just covering that football up. Nothing you could do there. And so here is our first look of the evening at this Oak Ridge War Eagle defense. Yet a lot of talent. When you look at the team captains we just mentioned, Awodian, number 8, defensive end, and Justin Williams, both committed to Georgia. Stratford will motion out of the backfield into an empty set. Quads to the near side. Quick hitch. Caught. Gain of a few yards. That was number 0, Hunter Beal Jr. on that catch. Going to be tackled by Williams. Senior linebacker, team captain, 3-year starter for the War Eagles, one of the leaders. Again, committed to Georgia, the premier programs in the country. So that should tell you a little bit of something about that kid's talent. Shotgun 4 receivers for Stratford. Trips to the top side. They're going to motion across the formation now, back to pass. Looking deeper over the middle. They were trying to throw a little bit of a square in route. Intended receiver number 4, Luke Rivas, senior. At quarterback tonight for Stratford, Andrew DeLeon, a junior, number 10. In the backfield with him is Derek McGee, a senior running back. And this will be the Stratford offense you see all night, going to spread the field. 4 down linemen for Oak Ridge, 4-3 front they're showing right now. They're Do on the RPO, quarterback's going to keep into space around the right side. It's going to be enough for a first down, no flags. Tackle on the play by number 27, D'Angelo Jackson for Oak Ridge. Senior defensive back. It's a good read by DeLeon there. Faking the handoff up the middle, keeping around that right side. That zone read action. 3 receivers now for Stratford, 1st and 10 at 35. And Oak Ridge staying in that 4-3 front. Handoff around the left side. Very good tackle there to stop him for just a yard. On the tackle for Oak Ridge, Cameron Nicoy, junior DB. Again, outstanding tackle, because if he doesn't make that tackle, Stratford running back is maybe still running. 4 receivers, 2 to each side for Stratford. They're trying to move fast, no huddle. 2nd and 9, back to pass, looking deep. Square over the middle, caught. The receiver's going to turn and run, and he is going to turn on the Jets. They're not. Oh, Turf Monster gets him, and the ball comes out. Wow, what a break for Oak Ridge. The War Eagles are going to fall on it. Going to be Oak Ridge ball. What a crazy sequence of events there. Completed pass for Stratford to number 8, Jackson Miller, tall receiver.
On the field, the player was down by contact.
No, they're now going to rule that Miller was down by contact, so no fumble. Stratford's going to keep it after that long catch and run by Miller. Again, he was going for a touchdown and just tripped up on the turf. 3 receivers still for Stratford here. They're moving quick once again. Handoff left side. McGee. First defender can't get him, so McGee's going to run out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain. Impressive start for the Spartans. You can see their early strategy here is to get this War Eagle defense back on their heels, going fast. Not spending a whole lot of time looking to the sideline for plays, trying to see if they can wear out Oak Ridge. 4 receivers. DeLeon, back to pass. Going to throw the flare out to the running back. McGee's going to turn inside to the 5. Touchdown Spartans. Good job of running by McGee to get into the end zone to score the first points of the night. Stratford doing a good job mixing up where they attacked on that opening drive. It's kind of the way you have to play a defense with the kind of talent that the War Eagles have. Can't give them time to dial up any kind of rushes or blitzes. So we'll see how the War Eagles try and adjust to the fast Stratford attack as the game wears on. In early days, as the PAT is tacked on by Stratford, they're going to start tonight with a 7-0 lead. 9:44 to go on the first quarter clock. And Oak Ridge played a very patient defensive struggle against Brenham last week, and there weren't a whole lot of points scored. I think only 7 in the first half. Brenham led 7-0. So tonight, off to a much faster start than that game was already, with Stratford getting on the board their first possession. So the War Eagle return team goes back to receive the kick, and it looks like back to receive Ricky Stukes, number 11, junior receiver, is one of them. Gabe Camarillo is the other junior, or a senior receiver, rather, back to receive, number 81. So Camarillo and Stukes. Going to be a pooched. And it's going to hit the turf. Somebody's got to field it. Looks like Stratford got on it. Spartans are going to recover that. Oak Ridge caught unaware there. No one in position to make that catch, so Stratford takes advantage of the perfect sand wedge shot by the kicker. And that fast, explosive offense is going to come right back onto the field in outstanding field position. They're going to be on the War Eagle 33-yard line. De Leon right back to business where he left off. Get Aaron De Leon, number 10 for Stratford, a junior. Flanked in the backfield by senior Derek McGee. Split backfield. 2 receivers. See if they run to the empty side, wide side of the field. Now they're going to shift out and show quads all to the left. Wide open to the wide side of the field. Motion to make the jet sweep. Bubble screen. Double pass. It's open if they can complete it. Caught. Touchdown Spartans. All it takes is one play for them to take advantage of that recovered kickoff, and that's number 17, Jack Stewart. Clever design by Stratford there. The tricks are all out of the bag. So Oak Ridge, just 9 seconds after Stratford scored their first touchdown, find themselves on the receiving end of yet another Spartans touchdown. So Oak Ridge needing a response. They're able to get the ball back here following this PAT. Kick is up and good. 14-0 Stratford. Extremely quickly. So Oak Ridge has it all to do here now in an early hole. Great chance to see what this team is made of. Again, very early days here in the contest tonight. No reason to panic. Let's regroup on the sideline. This is when the leaders need to show up. Rally the troops. And Coach Schmid, head coach for Oak Ridge, been at this a long time in Conroe ISD. Again, took this Oak Ridge job originally on an interim basis, just trying to help the program bridge the gap, and turns out he likes it. So he's hung around for a few seasons here, continuing to give as he has over many years to the student athletes in this district. Done a good job of getting this Oak Ridge program back to a playoff level with an experienced team this year wanting to maintain that. Very difficult opening to district, starting with the Woodlands next week, but of course, the only thing they're worried about here tonight is trying to take care of business against a very game Stratford Spartans team, as we're rapidly seeing here tonight. It's number 33, sophomore kicker Andrew Lumpkin, about to send this away for Stratford. Stratford again, going to pop it up. This time Oak Ridge fields it, and they're going to try and run it back. Enough space to do just that. Going to take it out just beyond the 35. That was Stukes on that return, or Camarillo rather. So now we'll get our first look at this Oak Ridge offense. And one of the main questions for the War Eagles coming into this season was who would take over at quarterback after 3-year starter Stephen Smedley graduated. And our starter here tonight is a senior Adam Trosclair. Oak Ridge going to start in 4 wide. They're going to hand off first play. Going to be bounced out wide. Space for DeBose. He's going to hit the sideline, turn on the burners, get across midfield, all the way into Stratford territory. Larry DeBose, senior running back, first carry of the ball game, showing his speed going around the left side that we've come to expect from him. DeBose, 3-year starter for the War Eagles. Oak Ridge trying to move fast themselves, 4 wide still in the game. Trosclair going to do a quick pass to Jefferson up the sideline, inside the 35, all the way down to the 30. That's going to be a first down for the War Eagles. No flags on the field. Chains move. Bright start here from Oak Ridge, which they obviously, of course, badly need. Try and get themselves back into this football game. Pistol set out of a tight formation. Turn around, direct handoff to Bose, trying the right side this time. May have it, going to turn up inside, nice cut. Going to be close to another first down. He's right on the marker. They'll move the chains for that. DeBose looking quick and motivated here to start this evening. Chains do move. Going to stay in that pistol set, 3 receivers. Again, handoff to Bose. Plenty of space around the left side. Going to bounce ahead. Going to be close to yet another first down, maybe half a yard short. All the way into the red zone and down to the 12-yard line of Stratford. Be second in about half a yard. Three receivers for Oak Ridge. See if they continue to work the ground game. Nope, RPO, quick pass out to the slot. Nice move inside, touchdown, War Eagles. Tevian Jefferson showing his quickness, the senior receiver. That is the response the War Eagles had to have, and they get it. 7:57 remaining in the first quarter. A lot of quick strike offense in this one. Buckle up. We could have a fun one on our hands here tonight. Oak Ridge attempts to tack on the PAT. Again, Marcus Erstad, junior kicker. Going to try and send it up and through, which he does. Halves the Stratford Spartans lead, so now the score will be Stratford 14, Oak Ridge 7. Again, 7:57 on the first quarter clock here from Woodforest Bank Stadium. We thank those of you joining us on this live stream here tonight. Again, these first couple of weeks here in Conroe ISD, kickoff times pushed back to 8 p.m. to combat the record heat that we've seen this summer. I think it was a great decision made in many districts around the area, highly beneficial to the players, I believe, so far, in terms of the conditioning and overall health aspect. Again, a little bit of a breeze here tonight in the stadium. Looks like the wind is coming out of the north, moving north to south. As the flags kind of gently sway in the south end zone. No movement at all on the flags in the north end zone. As Angel Martinez going to place the ball down, sophomore kicker here on the kickoff. He's going to put his foot through this one, kick it deep. It will be fielded by Stratford. And whistle. Looks like we may be re-kicking here. As we await signal, maybe not quite ready for that kickoff to go. Don't see a flag. So Martinez will try again here. Ball stays on the 40. Again, no penalty yardage. Stratford return men lined up at the 10. See if Martinez puts his foot through it or pooches this time. Looks like he's going to kick it the same. Kick it deep. It's going to be fielded at the 5. Returnable by Stratford. Well covered by the Oak Ridge pursuit. It was number 4, Luke Rivas, on the catch, senior receiver for Stratford. So the Stratford Spartan offense going to start this one on their own 23-yard line. Very impressive outing for the Spartan offense so far. Oak Ridge yet to stop them. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Last drive was a really short one after Oak Ridge failed to field a kickoff. Empty backfield, 5 wide for De Leon. Quick pass out to the flat, caught. Nice hands by the receiver there. Number 9, Anderson Den, junior. Gain of about 6 yards. High percentage pitch and catch. Accurate throw. Four wide now, trips to the top side of the field for Stratford. Trying to keep this War Eagle defense spread out. Again, motion out of the backfield to empty set, 5 wide. Quick throw out again to the flat. This one out of the reach, incomplete. Same intended receiver, Anderson Den. Third down opportunity now for the Oak Ridge defense to try and get off the field. 3rd and 4. Actually, be 3rd and 3 rather on the scoreboard. Four receivers, 2 to each side of the formation for De Leon. Stratford's going to take some additional time to check the sideline. De Leon again, quick throw out to the slot. Receiver working for the first down yard. Going to be close. Second effort got him the first down, it looks like. Miller, rather, number 8. That was number 8, Miller on the catch for Stratford.
Cameron Fletcher, number 28 on the stop. That's enough for Spartans. First down. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line.
3 receivers, 1st and 10 for Stratford. De Leon going fast. Fake the handoff. Nope, it is handed off on the sweep. Good running by McGee. Bounces off of 1 tackle. Gains about 8 yards. McGee running the ball well. Stratford continuing to move in chunks. Oak Ridge yet to find an answer on the defensive side. 4 receivers for Stratford. Quick throw flat, De Leon complete. To 17, Jack Stewart. It's going to be a first down, no problem. And that'll move it into the Oak Ridge half of the field. As the chains move down to the Oak Ridge 48-yard line. De Leon very sharp here so far tonight from the QB position. Impressive. Doing a good job of running this spread offense the way it should be run. Handoff up the middle. McGee looking for space, but there's nothing. Stacked up for a loss. Be a loss of a yard. That's a lot more of what the War Eagles need defensively here tonight. Looked like the first man to contact was junior Carson Davidson, and may have had a little bit of help there, but the entire middle of that front for Oak Ridge standing strong there. Nowhere to go for McGee at all. Four receivers, trips to the top side for De Leon. Motion into the backfield across the formation. De Leon back to pass, looking for a post. He has it complete. 10-5, touchdown Spartans. Dialing up all the right numbers here. Luke Rivas, senior, one of the leaders on this Spartan offense, one of their best players. De Leon continuing to barely miss here tonight. Extremely sharp. 20-7 on the scoreboard, 5:57 to go in the first quarter. PAT up and good for the Spartans, so the score will move to 21-7. Spartans leading, very impressive so far tonight. Oak Ridge offense has only had 1 possession here tonight so far in the first quarter, which they scored on, so we'll see if they can get possession here, pending the kickoff, of course. Already had 1 kickoff go awry here tonight for the War Eagle return team. But the Oak Ridge offense, very explosive and impressive on their opening drive, going right down the field for a score, and it looks like they'll need to be doing that a ton here tonight to keep up with Stratford. Oak Ridge's first drive was marked by impressive running from senior running back Larry DeBose. And the senior quarterback, Adam Trosclair, capping the drive off by finding fellow senior Tevian Jefferson wide out for a touchdown. Jefferson showing impressive quickness to get into the end zone. Sophomore kicker Andrew Lumpkin lines up the ball for Stratford, ready to send it back to the Oak Ridge deep men, perhaps, unless he pulls another creative pooch kick out of the bag. Looks like Oak Ridge has spotted something on film. They're keeping a lot of guys up close for a potential onside. Stratford kicks it deep. Going to be fielded with a chance to return, trying to go up the middle. A little bit of a seam, but Stratford gets out and somehow maintains his footing. Good job by the War Eagle return man to stay up there. On the return there was Stukes. So Oak Ridge will start on their own 31-yard line. Into the backfield on this drive, looks like Frankie Arthur, the experienced senior, out. So we'll see what Arthur has in the tank this year. Again, 3-year starter for this Oak Ridge Ball Club. Very impressive running back, one of the better ones in the district. Great tandem they have with he and DeBose. Fake. Troskler is going to look quickly out on the hitch, but receivers couldn't quite get in sync with the pass there. It was James Scott and Tevye and Jefferson up to the side where the throw was going. 2nd and 10. So Oak Ridge will go to the pistol. 3 receivers. Arthur in the backfield, directly behind Troskler. Going to hand off to Frankie Arthur, power play around the left side. He's going to get into a seam out just over the 40, close to a first down, going to be just short. Actually, they're going to give him a pretty good spot. He is right on the stick. It's going to move the chains. First down, War Eagles on a nice run. Oak Ridge finding a lot of success here early in the ground game. And Tomball was a running team last week, scored 48 points against the Stratford defense. So you think that might be the ticket to success here tonight for Oak Ridge. And Arthur's going to completely reverse his field. Wow, he's going to be across midfield and hit the sideline. There they go, the afterburner. Stratford's not going to catch him. 10-5 touchdown. What a run. Frankie Arthur, hello. Is there a flag? Yes, there is. Comes down all the way back at the 45, and that's usually not good news. Stratford stuffing the run initially, forcing Arthur to completely reverse his field from left back to the right side where he hit the afterburners once on the sideline. But it's going to come back most likely. As we await the official call. Here comes the signal from our head official here tonight. Nope, he's going to come talk to the Oak Ridge staff first. Looks like the chains have backed up to the Oak Ridge 41-yard line. As the Oak Ridge staff gets an explanation for the spot of the foul. It's like potentially a 15-yarder that they're marking off. In lengthy discussions here. 5 minutes exactly remaining on our first quarter clock here tonight. Stratford leading 21-7. A lot of offense so far in this game tonight. Mainly from the Spartans so far, but in fairness, Oak Ridge only touching the ball for the second time here this evening on this possession. And here we go, a call.
Holding on the offense. The ball will be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
All right, so lengthy discussions and a holding call. It's like Oak Ridge will have the ball on their own 45-yard line. Be 1st and 6 from the looks of it. So huge play erased. But a reset here for the Oak Ridge offense. 3 receivers. Going to go right back to Arthur around that same right side. He's going to get there. So good at turning the corner is Arthur. We've seen it his entire career for Oak Ridge. Going to gain just a couple of yards there. Actually, they're going to give him no gain. 2nd and 6. In 3 receivers in the game, pistol set for the War Eagles. Trosclair, again, direct handoff. Arthur trying the left side this time. Again, looking for the edge, can't get there. Strung out by Stratford that time. Going to bring up 3rd and 6. 2 straight no gains. Stratford trying to tighten that defense up on the edges, because both of these Oak Ridge running backs love to bounce it and hit that corner. Trosclair back to pass, heavy rush, going to throw the mid-screen complete. Jefferson showing the quicks, again going to turn the sideline. Here he goes, 35, cuts inside, still on his feet, 25, down to the 22. Again, what a run, and quicks shown by Tevian Jefferson. All the way down to the Stratford 22, explosive play. Reminds me of the old saying, that kid's got more moves than a bowl of Jell-O. 3 receivers pistol set here for Oak Ridge. Arthur right up the gut, going to try and bounce it left, still on his feet. Nice cut inside, wow, 10-5. Cut inside, touchdown War Eagles. Another very impressive run by Frankie Arthur. That's what he does. Oak Ridge, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here this evening, cutting the score to 21-13 with 3:35 to go. Track meet in session. Kick up and true, narrowing the Stratford lead to 21-14. Oak Ridge doing a good job of positive response on the offensive side of the ball to keep themselves in this game, with as hot as Stratford has started the game here this evening. Your hometown team, War Eagles, still in it, fighting. In pregame, I spoke to you all about the importance of this game given the start of district play next week for Oak Ridge. They draw the Woodlands Highlanders on September 8th here next week, right in this building. And the Woodlands is playing Houston Lamar this week after their opening week loss to North Shore, which I called that game last week. Encourage you to watch that one back on the Conroe ISD Athletics Woodforest Bank Stadium YouTube channel if you want to get a look at how the Highlanders fared in that first game. Given that they will be your War Eagles opponent next week, do a little scouting. Again, 3:35 on our first quarter clock as Oak Ridge tees this up. He's going to put his foot through it again, kick it deep, fielded at the 5. Oak Ridge, or Stratford return, and try the right side. What a tackle on the kick coverage there. Wow. That was textbook. Number 24, Caleb Uresti, Jr. You can't cover any better than that on a kickoff. I don't believe Oak Ridge does helmet stickers, but if they did, he would get one for that. Back in my day, we called that a first contact. And or a headhunter. Special team awards. First and 10 Stratford going to be on their own 18-yard line, their worst field position of the evening, I believe. 4 receivers set for De Leon. Motion out, empty backfield. De Leon looking to do a quick stick route there. Number 6, Braxton Wakefield, senior. Going to be caught for about a 6-yard gain. Stratford staying well ahead of the chains here so far this evening. Going to stay in the empty backfield 5 wide. Trying to keep Oak Ridge spread out. Oak Ridge only lining up with 3 down linemen. De Leon going to pump it, try and keep it, but Oak Ridge comes up with the stop, no gain. That could have been a design QB draw there, but nothing on. 3rd and 5, so another opportunity. Believe only the second of the evening so far on 3rd down for the War Eagles to try and get a stop. Secondary for Oak Ridge getting a workout here so far this evening. They're showing 5 players in the secondary now. They've taken one of their defensive linemen out of the game, only 3 down up front now. Actually going back to a 4 down. They've done a late substitution here, so 4 D linemen back in the game. Going to match up.
First charge, timeout at half.
Now timeout on the field to talk about it further. We will take it with them. You know, you're enjoying those shots of the home side crowd here this evening. Balmy night at Woodforest Bank Stadium, a nice home contingent showing up. Stratford bringing their own fans on the long trek from the Energy Corridor on the west side of town, Spring Branch ISD. 3 receivers set for De Leon, motion into the backfield. Going to fake the handoff, go left, try and throw the flat route, well covered by Oak Ridge. And it looks like for the first time this evening, the Oak Ridge War Eagle defense is going to come up with the stop and force the Stratford punt team out onto the field. Well done, Oak Ridge defense. With the way De Leon has come out just absolutely on fire with this Spartan offense tonight, Oak Ridge would have taken anything they could get at this point in the ball game, and they get a big stop with 2:11 to go in our opening quarter tonight. Newsflash, Stratford does have a punter, and he's on the field. Oh, side foot special. This is going to be great for Oak Ridge. It's going to go out at around the 38, perhaps. We'll see where they actually mark it. That line judge is running up inside the 35. This is going to be even better than I thought. 31-yard line. Outstanding field position for the War Eagle offense to try and tie this game up here. They've got to take advantage of situations like this. 2:04 on the clock. And in the punting game, not what you're looking for there. Ball off the side of the foot. Oak Ridge not complaining one bit. Looks like DeBose will be back in the ball game at running back. 3 receivers set for the War Eagles with the H-back. Shotgun. Handoff up the middle. DeBose looking for space. Going to try and gain some tough yards, which he does. Good tough carry by DeBose there. Not much to work with. 2 or 3 yard gain. Move it inside the 30 down to the 28 of Stratford. Four wideouts. Trips to the top side for Trosclair. DeBose going to switch sides. Back to pass Trosclair, looking for the fade route. We got one-on-one coverage. What a throw. Touchdown, War Eagles. Chance to tie the game on the PAT. Number 1, James Scott. On the TD route there from Trosclair. Gets high fives, returning to the sideline. Perfectly thrown ball by Trosclair. You can't throw that route any better than that. Receiver barely had to move his hands an inch to catch that. Just right on the money. PAT. Yep, up and good. And just like that, we've got a tie football game at 21 apiece. 1:22 left in the first quarter. That's the response that you want to see from your hometown War Eagles. Response that the coaches were looking for, I assure you, when the team fell down 21-7. You love to see that from the Oak Ridge offense when you get excellent field position like that. With the possession starting on the opponent's 31, you just have to score a touchdown there. And they did just that. 2 plays. So Angel Martinez, the sophomore kicker, going to tee it up for us. Martinez again going to put his foot through it, send it deep. Going to be fair caught. 1:22 remaining in our opening quarter here tonight. Stratford stopped for the first time all night on their last possession. So Aaron DeLeon, junior QB, will be back out to lead the Spartan offense. It's like Oak Ridge will start this defensive possession with their 4 down linemen look. Wadian defensive end near side to us. See if he can create some pressure. Back to pass DeLeon. Some heat arriving. Nearly intercepted by Oak Ridge. They got pressure. DeLeon had to throw kind of off his back foot. Nearly picked off by Cameron Nicoy, senior defensive back. He was right there. Had a shot, great effort, diving. 2nd and 10. Oak Ridge running some hockey line style substitutions in defensively. 3-3-5 look now for Oak Ridge. Switching back and forth. 3 down linemen and 4 receivers in the game now for Stratford. Back past DeLeon. Under pressure, Owodian's going to get him sacked. 2-yard loss. This is more like it from the Oak Ridge defense. Senior Faber Owodian doing what he's out there to do. Against a quarterback as accurate as DeLeon, you have to do everything you can to get him off his spot. And a lot of times that onus falls on the defensive line, given everybody else has to go cover. So you've got to be able to create pressure at a disadvantage fundamentally on the D-line, either 3 versus 5 or 4 versus 5. 4 wide, 3rd and long, back to pass De Leon. Heavy pressure applied again. Can throw towards the sideline, incomplete. And this is how the War Eagles want to play this football game. Bring up a 4th and 13 with 28 seconds to go in the first quarter. Outstanding defense on that series, the best the War Eagles have looked all night by far. Back to punt for Stratford. Looks like Bo Harrison had a side foot punt last time out. He's going to kick this one more solidly, but still short. It's going to bounce. Got to be fair caught by Oak Ridge. Now he's going to field it on the bounce. Dangerous. Thought it was fair caught initially, but no. So Oak Ridge is going to start this possession also in plus territory on the Stratford 45-yard line after a second consecutive stop by the War Eagle defense. It was one of those special teams plays where the coaches are probably holding their breath saying, no, don't you dare, and then thank goodness when he secures the ball. Three wide receivers in the game for Oak Ridge, H-back, shotgun. Looks like DeBoe's going to stay in the game at running back. Handoff up the middle into space. Going to be a first down carry right off the bat. 12-yard gain for DeBoe's. Chains move. Just gashing the Spartans there. Great run. Brief stoppage in play into the first quarter, as a matter of fact. The score tied at 21 apiece after a lightning strike first quarter from both of these football teams. Oak Ridge making some adjustments on defense the last couple of possessions. No issues whatsoever on the offensive side of the ball for the War Eagles so far tonight. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. You want to extend our thanks to all of you watching on this Conroe ISD Athletics live stream on YouTube. Encourage you to hit that like button, subscribe to both the channels for Wood Forest Bank Stadium and Moorhead. We appreciate all of your support for the student athletes in Conroe ISD and for following us along the entire 2023 season. It's about to get very exciting next week as district play begins. You mentioned it a little earlier on in the broadcast. Oak Ridge taking on the Woodlands next week. Oak Ridge starting district play with the Woodlands, New Caney, and Conroe, all who figure to significantly impact the playoff race. Tight formation here for Oak Ridge, 3 receivers. DeBoe's in the backfield, motion by Jefferson into the backfield. Orbit motion, going to go to DeBoe's left side, going to try and cut it up. He does, but tackled as he crosses the 30 down to the Stratford 29 after a few yards. Nice design on that play. It was Tebby and Jefferson, the receiver, coming into the backfield on orbit motion there. You would think that one of the wrinkles off of that play is where the quarterback keeps it and then Jefferson becomes a pitch man on a triple option style look potentially. 3 receivers remaining in the game, shotgun. 2nd and 7. Handoff up middle. DeBoe's going to try and get what he can. Stratford going to stack him up after another 2 or 3 yards. Bring up 3rd and medium. 3rd and 4 to be exact. Down to about the Stratford 26-yard line. DeBose and Jefferson doing most of the damage here so far tonight for the War Eagle offense. Going to go to DeBose up the middle. Got a little bit of a seam. Going to bounce off first contact, first down. Good tough run. Good job of finding that little sliver of space, getting what he needed for the first down. Ball will be right on the 20. So into the red zone to go your War Eagles. Got 4 players in the backfield, tight formation. Jefferson lined up in an H-back spot. Let's see what they do here. Back to pass. Trosclair going to look for the corner out. Again to James Scott, going to be just out of reach of his tall sophomore receiver. It's one of those where alignment-wise, Oak Ridge tried to create the space for that play in the formation where you had Jefferson and another fellow receiver in very tight, almost showing 4 guys in the backfield. And the receivers were tight as well, and then they let Scott go on that fade. Trosclair handoff going around the right side. DeBose on the sweep. Stratford doing a nice job defending. They're looking to try and strip the ball. Be a gain of just 2. Going to bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. Ball on the Stratford 18-yard line. First 3rd and long of the evening, I believe, for Oak Ridge here tonight. Let's see what they do. Bunch formation, pistol set. See if they go to the top side. And they're going to play fake and roll that way. Looking left, tricky throw. Nearly intercepted. Stratford had that double covered. Going to fall incomplete, thankfully for Oak Ridge's sake. See if they bring out the field goal team here. No signs yet. Offense remaining on the field. Again, 4th and 8, 9:20 to go in the second quarter. Offense not going anywhere. 4 receiver set trips to the top side for the War Eagles. Trosclair back to pass, going to throw the screen, going to be incomplete. They were looking for James Scott, trying to catch Stratford off guard to the single receiver side. Did not work. So despite a red zone penetration, Oak Ridge unable to come away with any points. Score going to remain tied, 21 apiece, with De Leon and the Spartan offense coming back out onto the field. It's like Stratford has dialed up one trick play here tonight. They've got 4 receivers in the formation here to start. Handoff. Going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage by Oak Ridge. Justin Williams on the stop. 2-yard loss. The War Eagles have gotten the message up front. They've been hugely improved these last few series, impacting the backfield as they have to do. 2x2, 4 receivers set for Stratford here in De Leon. Back to pass. Under heavy duress again, going to go down for a sack. Just wholesale pressure. It looked like Woodian got the last contact. Julian Johnson, senior defensive lineman, I believe, getting official credit for a sack. 3rd and a whole long way to go. Oak Ridge is backed up Stratford to their own 8-yard line here, 3rd and 20. Back to pass, quick throw out to the side for De Leon. Nifty moves from the Stratford receiver, Rivas. Just going to get what he can. Go down, going to bring out the punt team again. So 3rd consecutive stop For the War Eagle defense, they have gotten the message and have adjusted to this football game. So once again, Stratford forced to punt from deep in their own territory with 7:46 and counting to go until half. Just a single deep man back to return for Oak Ridge. High snap, wow. They're going to blow the play dead. Fortunate for Stratford because that was a safety. Ball goes out of the back of the end zone like that, safety, but not going to count here. They blew the play dead.
Number of the offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Perhaps the most fortunate delay of game in the history of football right there. Instead of a safety, they've just got to back up 5 yards. Punt game looking a little shaky for the visiting Spartans here tonight. Low snap this time, ground ball well fielded by Stratford punter. Going to be fair caught at the Stratford 39 by Oak Ridge. Excellent field position for Trosclair in the offense. It's like Frankie Arthur going to sub back in at running back as he and DeBose continue to work their tandem here this evening in the backfield. Kind of like to see them both in the game together. I would imagine that'll come here at some point tonight. Again, another situation with 7 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock, where you have to put your foot down on the pedal if you're the War Eagles and punch this in for a touchdown. 3 receivers here. Direct handoff, Arthur around the left, looking for space, going to try and bounce the corner. Hits the corner and does first down. Going to dance out of bounds right about the Stratford 25-yard line. Excellent first down run by Arthur. Actually going to be spotted at the 27 of Stratford. And Arthur showing that footwork and ability to hit the edge that he's known for. 4 receivers in the set for the War Eagles here. Trosclair, quick pass out to the left side. Stratford going to stack it up. Good second effort by the receiver, though, just to get back to the line. Gabe Camarillo. Bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 3 receivers in the set now with an H-back. H-back here tonight is Elijah Ambrosia, senior. Trosclair, fake the handoff, quick throw into the slot. Tevian Jefferson catches it. Stratford defender gets on him right away. Bring up 3rd and medium. Looks like at least someone on the Spartan defense got the message with regard to Jefferson. You better be hitting him immediately, because good luck tackling that guy in the open field. I wouldn't want to have to do it. 3rd and 6. 4 receivers set for Oak Ridge here. Trosclair going to hand it to Arthur, going to bounce left, looking for first down yardage. He's going to have it hit the sideline, first down. Arthur stretches that sweep all the way out. 5:31 to go until half as Arthur ran out of bounds there. Oh, they're going to spot him just short, actually. 4th and 1. He looked to be ahead of the marker there, but no dice. So Oak Ridge going to try and move quick here. 3 receivers. H-back with Arthur in the backfield. Timeout on the field. Oak Ridge going to call that. Be the first timeout for the War Eagles. They're going to talk it over and get the right play into the huddle. ready to resume action here on 4th and 1. Big down for the War Eagles, to say the least. Chance to take the lead here for the first time this evening. Oak Ridge has trailed from jump here tonight, but they have a chance to punch one in here if they can convert a huge 4th down. Arthur in the backfield. Hard count. Nearly got a Stratford defender to commit, but didn't quite come far enough to encroach. Troskler going to signal to the offensive lineman. Handoff, Arthur right up the middle, bounces to the right. He'll have the first down and more. 10-5, touchdown Arthur, touchdown War Eagles. They have taken the lead for the first time tonight. Arthur finding the space around the right side, making no mistake, his second touchdown of the evening. 5:23 on the clock, 27-21, War Eagle lead. High snap, well done by the holder to get that down, kick up and good. Oak Ridge now leading 28-21. Offense doing a great job capitalizing on another short field there with the outstanding work that the Oak Ridge defense has been doing these past few series. Adjusting to the early hot start by Stratford. See if the War Eagles can continue the positive momentum they've generated on the defensive side of the ball here, as they get ready to line up and kick it back to Stratford. Stratford plays its home games at Tully Stadium. In my opinion, one of the very best high school football stadiums in the Houston area. Used to love a restaurant they had right across the street from the stadium called Sam's. Highly encourage anyone who's out on the west side of town to stop by that establishment. Outstanding homemade pies, as well as burgers and fries. Literally right across the street from Tully Stadium. It's a little hidden gem out there. Oak Ridge sending it deep. Going to be fair caught. It was a line drive kickoff from Martinez. 5:23 remaining until half as the Spartan offense readies for their next possession. And one of the more prominent adjustments I've seen from Oak Ridge these past few series is they're mixing up both a 3-down lineman front and a 4 defensive lineman front. And they're alternating it almost play by play. 4 here to start, 4 receivers set for Stratford. Back to pass. Throw is complete, but receiver contacted right away after a 5-yard gain, though. That was Wakefield, Braxton Wakefield, senior receiver on that catch for Stratford. Hit by Arinza Jeckham. Another returning starter for Oak Ridge on the defensive side of the ball. 5 wide empty set for Stratford. DeLeon looking to the right side. Almost picked off. Justin Williams was all over that. Again, our Georgia commit here tonight. That was a pick 6. Jumped all over that slot route. 3rd and 4. Perfectly read by Williams there. Just couldn't come up with the catch. Four receivers set for Stratford, 2 to each side. 4 down linemen for the War Eagles. DeLeon back to pass. Pressure applied. Going to try and throw. No, batted up in the air. Nearly picked off again by Williams. That's 2 he's had his chance with, but outstanding awareness. Tried to do the tip drill with himself, but couldn't quite come down with it. Got his hands on his hips, but nothing to be discouraged about. 2 excellent defensive plays there. 2 pass breakups still count in the stat book. fourth consecutive stop for the War Eagle defense. Just doing an outstanding job in the second quarter. Again, low snap, well fielded by the punter. Going to be just end over end line drive. Not returnable for Oak Ridge. Going to take a bonus bounce and roll for Stratford. It'll be Oak Ridge's worst starting field position in a few drives. Ball spotted on their own 27-yard line. Plenty of time on the clock until half to try and tack on another score for Trosclair in this offense. See who lines up at running back this series. DeBose and Arthur have been alternating pretty much series by series. Looks like we'll be DeBose here. Three receivers for Oak Ridge with the H-back, one of the staple looks the War Eagles have been showing here tonight. Handoff just gets to DeBose. He's going to cut inside. He's going to be up the sideline across the 40, just tackled from behind before he can hit the afterburners. Going to be a first down carry, though. Ball out to the 40 of Stratford. So the chains move. Four wide set for Trosclair here. Three to the top side. DeBose in the backfield. Handoff DeBose again up the middle. This time going to try for another sliver of space. He's going to still get 4 yards. Positive carry. To the 44 of Stratford. Or 44, their own 44 rather. Not quite in plus territory yet, but close. 4 receivers remaining in the game for Stratford. 2 to each side. Trosclair is going to call the play to the lineman. 2nd and 6. Trosclair handoff DeBose. Going to try and wriggle for space. Gains a few. Going to bring up 3rd and short. Ball spotted on the Oak Ridge 47. Will be under 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining until half. So we're at 3:30 right now and counting. 2 timeouts remaining for Oak Ridge in the half. Trosclair going to glance to the sideline for the play. DeBose up the middle, big crack. He's going to make, if you guys miss, stay on a speed. Outstanding run all the way down to the Stratford 34-yard line. Outstanding footwork by DeBose to stay alive. Chains move. DeBose picking up yards in chunks tonight. Yeah, just kind of direct handoff, inside zone almost. Makes a couple of defenders just grab at air. Similar to Jefferson, very quick player. Going to go right back to him. Again, DeBose got the energy, going to bounce off tacklers again, staying alive. Good tough run, close to another first down. 9-yard gain, maybe just short. Going to be close. Inside the Stratford 30 down to the Spartan 26. 2nd and 1, more like half of a yard. 2nd and half a yard. Nearing the 2-minute mark remaining until half. Again, 2 timeouts for Oak Ridge. They're not really needing them at this point. Trosclair going to throw the fade again. Tall James Scott looking for that one-on-one coverage. Flag comes in. That's going to be PI. Pass interference. The DB hit Scott before the ball got to him. And you can't do that. So we'll get the official signal here, but defensive pass interference looks Like the call, unless they're actually walking the other way. Maybe.
Pass interference, number 19.
Nope, it is on the defense.
First down.
Thought they were about to catch me off guard there. Going to move the ball all the way into the red zone, of course, and it'll be down to the Stratford 11. 2:01 remaining until half. Golden opportunity for Oak Ridge to add to their lead. Trosclair, direct handoff. DeBose around the right side, has space, cuts inside. Good tackle by Stratford before he can pop through. Still a gain of 5 yards. Oak Ridge doing a great job staying ahead of the chains here this evening. I only remember maybe 1 or 2 third down and longs for Oak Ridge so far tonight. Up the middle, DeBose. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, War Eagles. Touchdown, Larry DeBose, the senior. Punches it in. Oak Ridge extending their lead to 34-21, pending the PAT. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining until half. 28 unanswered points for the War Eagles after falling behind initially in the first quarter, 21-7. 28 unanswered. PAT up and through 35-21. Oak Ridge leads it over Stratford. Again, 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining until half. This Conroe ISD Athletics broadcast live from Woodforest Bank Stadium here in Shenandoah. I'm Jeremy McGrail, thrilled to be bringing you this action here tonight from the booth on a balmy Friday evening. This first day of September, hard to believe, but we are here in September. Even harder to believe, district play in the Ray sport, the state playoffs, begins right here next week. Not a whole lot of dress rehearsal time for the teams in 13-6A. Stratford, a member of 17-6A, so they are on the Region 3 side of the area. Projected to make the playoffs in that district are the Spartans. They'll contend with local rivals Memorial and a strong Cy-Fair Bobcats team. As Martinez sends it deep, going to be fair caught by Stratford. Number 6, Braxton Wakefield, senior receiver, fair catching that for Stratford. Andrew Luck played for Stratford from 2005 to 2007. As DeLeon Jr. comes out here in 5 wide. Under heavy duress yet again and sacked in the backfield. Just Oak Ridge can do no wrong now up front. And that's number 99, Joseph Jonah Ajonye on the sack, senior. Just bringing the wood, committed to Georgia. And they don't just offer anyone. Near a minute left, 2nd and 16 after that sack. Again, wholesale subs attempting to be run by Oak Ridge. They just get the subs in. Run up the middle, bold strategy. Going to be stacked up by the stout front for Oak Ridge, no gain. Bring up 3rd and 16, 46 seconds. In 2 timeouts remaining for Oak Ridge should they choose to stop the clock. The officials are going to wind it. Oak Ridge not stopping the clock so far. Again, follow at Conroe ISD Sports on the social media channels. Now Oak Ridge does stop it. 41 seconds on the clock. Again, that's at Conroe ISD Sports on the social media channels for Twitter and Instagram. And on YouTube, if you're searching, you can type in Conroe ISD Athletics and you'll see the channels for Woodforest Bank Stadium in Moorhead. Highly encourage you to subscribe to both of those channels if you haven't already. Follow the action throughout the year and watch the games back. Go back into the archives previous season too and watch those back. If you're a nerd like I am, I love going back and watching games back. You learn so much about the game of football when you watch games back, because during live action there's a lot of things you miss, and on second viewing you can go back and catch all those little nuggets. So highly encourage you, if you're watching this one live, to watch it back if you're so inclined and take those notes. Be a football nerd like me. Again, 3rd and 16 here. Oak Ridge leading 35-21 with halftime beckoning. The officials come over to the sideline for a quick discussion. Joseph Jonah Johnny will sub back in quickly for the War Eagles here. 4 down linemen up front. It's a 4-2-5 look being shown by Oak Ridge. Quick hitch thrown. Just going to do a safe play for Stratford. And that'll force Oak Ridge to use their final timeout.
Oak Ridge, 3rd and final timeout of the half.
In pending this punt, it'll be 5 consecutive stops by this War Eagle defense here tonight. Played absolutely lights out here in the second quarter. In fact, Justin Williams just came off the field for Oak Ridge, playing to the crowd, pumping his hands up, and as they should, they played outstanding football here this second quarter after taking it on the chin to start the game. Stratford punt team out. Single receiver deep for Oak Ridge, and it's Gabe Camarillo back. This is the lone return man. In 35 seconds on the clock to have no timeouts remaining for Oak Ridge. Short punt. Going to take a little bit of a favorable bounce for Stratford. Going to be touched down at about the 45-yard line. That's where the official's going to spot it. 26 seconds to go until half. Now the official's going to move it up to the 46-yard line. So Stratford going to start, or Oak Ridge rather, going to start near midfield. With the way they've been picking up yardage and with the talent they have with guys like Jefferson out at the receiver position, in particular, you have to think they'll have an opportunity to hit something here. They're going to come out with 4 receivers, it looks like. Frankie Arthur in the backfield for the War Eagles. Looks like Jefferson is lined up in the slot to the trip side. We'll see if they go for him or if they try something else. Back to pass. Trosclair draw. Arthur, a lot of room to run. Up the middle, makes the first man miss. Second man miss. Third man he throws down to the ground. Wow. Going to be all the way down to the Stratford 38, but they'll have to move quick. 16 seconds. Clock stopped while the chains reset. Going to be wound as soon as they get the ball down. 15, 14. Trosclair downs the snap. 12 seconds to go until half.
Second down and 10.
The one scenario where the rules allow for intentional grounding, and it's not a penalty. 4 receivers set for Trosclair. 2x2, gonna fake the handoff, actually giving it to Arthur. He's got to get out of bounds though. Gonna make one man miss. Flags come in. So the clock's gonna go to 3 seconds. See what the call is here. See if we get another play or not.
Personal foul.
Personal foul.
Blindside block on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
Be a rare blindside block crackback penalty there. Going to move the ball back 15 yards. Not sure if they'll run the clock or not here. Or if Oak Ridge will have one last throw of the dice here. Looks like they will have that chance, perhaps. Nope, they're going to wind the clock, and that's going to take us to halftime. So with that, your hometown Oak Ridge War Eagles are going to go into halftime with a 35-21 lead, and Oak Ridge does get the ball back. So please enjoy the halftime show. Come back, rejoin us for the second half, and see if Oak Ridge can come out in the second half and close this game away. They will start the third quarter with the ball, rather, after they won the opening toss and deferred. Oak Ridge, extremely impressive second quarter where they put up 28 unanswered points to take this 14-point lead into the locker room. And highly encourage you to hang around for half, watch both of these bands perform, and support these hardworking kids from both schools. And we will see you for the second half.
under the direction of Chris Yancey, Aaron Perez, Sean Bass, and Ian Claus. Marker of the week is Bridget Hoffman. Woodwind of the week, Eon Toon. Brass member of the week is Yerlin Marquez. Percussion member of the week is John Dark and Robert Black. Color guard member of the week, Madison Stone. Leader of the week, Lynn Albers. And the section of the week, the tuba section. Sparks Band and Guard want to give thanks to our 2023-24 Thirst Quencher sponsors, Kickarillo Companies and Flutter Wing Bars. Go Spartans!
Dixie Miracle. And the dancer of the week is Bella Thomas. And now, sit back and enjoy the Liberty Bells jazz routine to the rockin' hit, Ain't Nothing Wrong With That. Take it away, ladies. And now, please welcome to the field the pride of Oak Ridge, the award-winning War Eagle Marching Band. The band is under the direction of drum majors Will Direct, Drew Guerrero, Brooklyn Herman, and Aldo Villanueva. Officer of the week is Austin McGee. Marcher of the week is Abel Rueda. Section of the week is the Blues. Guard member of the week is Mary Moran. And War Eaglet of the week is Carolina Esconda. And now,
And we'd like to welcome everyone back to our CISD broadcast. Hopefully you enjoyed that halftime. Great performances from both schools. The players are coming out, lining up ready to run out here for the second half, just over 4 minutes away from the start of play. As I mentioned, as the teams were going into the locker room at half, Oak Ridge will receive the opening kick, having deferred the initial kickoff to start the game tonight. Stratford got the ball first in that first half, went right to work, wasting no time scoring points. We went up 14-0 before Oak Ridge was able to have the lead to 14-7. Stratford then extended that lead back to 21-7. But from that point, it was all Oak Ridge in the second quarter. Your hometown War Eagles outscored Stratford 28-0 from that point on after falling behind 21-7. So it's Oak Ridge holding the 35-21 lead with the chance to extend that further if they can generate points on this first possession of the third once we resume action here. Big turning point in the game in Oak Ridge's favor was the defense making adjustments to the hot start on offense Stratford enjoyed behind their junior quarterback, Aaron DeLeon. It was very impressive to start for Stratford, finding his receivers like Luke Rivas, the senior, number 4, just not doing a whole lot wrong initially for the Spartans. And then I noticed some adjustments that Oak Ridge started to make defensively, and some of their elite level talent on that side of the ball, like Justin Williams and Jonah Ajonye, just taking over the game, joined by a host of their teammates, impacting the backfield, generating a ton of pressure on DeLeon to get him off his spot. Instead of DeLeon just sitting back there throwing when he felt like it, Oak Ridge managed to, again, force him off of his mark, impact throws, impact the backfield, and land pressure with sacks, and just absolutely dominant last 4 to 5 possessions of the half for the Oak Ridge defense. And meanwhile, on the other side, the War Eagle offense not having a whole lot of issues moving the ball against Stratford, putting up 35 points in that first half, led by the senior quarterback Adam Trosclair, and a nice balance of Larry DeBose and Frankie Arthur in the backfield for Oak Ridge. And the team's running out here to help us get started in our second half of action. I'm Jeremy McGrail, bringing you this broadcast tonight on the CISD Athletics channel, YouTube, Woodforest Bank Stadium. Again, Oak Ridge going to look to come out here in this third quarter, continue that incredible momentum they generated in the second quarter with the 28 unanswered points. Take the initiative right away here in the third quarter, because we saw in the first quarter just how explosive this Stratford team is when they get their offense working, spread offense for the Spartans, so they can score a lot of points very quickly. So the game here tonight, far from being over, but the War Eagles' golden opportunity to come out here first possession, third quarter, extend the lead. So we will see if they do just that as the kick return team discusses things with special teams coach before they run out here. Stratford getting creative a couple of times tonight. They were able to land a sneaky pooch kick in the first half, which hit the turf, and which they recovered as well. And that's what allowed them to extend their lead to 14-0. And likewise, Stratford also executed a double pass to perfection to generate 7 of their points on the offensive side of the ball in the first half. So Oak Ridge is going to want to stay aware of that threat. But it looks like the main answer they came up with there in the first half was just to generate a ton of pressure on the backfield. So we will see if they can continue to dial up that recipe on defense. But first, Stratford lining up to kick the ball back to Oak Ridge. So the War Eagle offense can have the opportunity to start things off here third quarter. Oak Ridge badly needing this win here tonight so they can start district with some confidence when they go play the Woodlands here next week right in this very same building. Be another Friday night game right back here. pooch kick. Going to try and land it in the turf. It does bounce, but it's going to go out of bounds.
The kickoff goes out of bounds.
So Oak Ridge will start their possession here. The positive situation after that kick out of bounds.
Legal kick out of bounds on the kicking team. 5 yards from the out of bounds spot. First down.
And here comes Trosclair and the War Eagle offense back out onto the field. It'll be Larry DeBose starting the second half at the running back position. Again, he's alternated pretty evenly with Frankie Arthur here tonight in backfield duties. 3 receiver set, H-back. Hand off DeBose right up the middle, picking up where he left off this first half, makes first man miss, first down carry right up the middle. And DeBose showing good vision and quickness here tonight. Chains move immediately out to the 44-yard line. War Eagles first down.
Ball spotted at the 44-yard line.
Trosclair going to try and speed it up here. Hurry up offense, no huddle. Right back to DeBose, going to try the left side, but wrestled down in the backfield. Loss of 2. Was well defended by the Spartans.
He's met in the backfield by number 46, Tyrion Burrow. Loss of 2 on the play, second down and 12.
Three receiver shotgun here for Trosclair. Draw. Here's DeBose trying the right side, makes the man miss as he usually does. Going to go into plus territory inside the 50, down to the 49 of Stratford. Going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
Number 2 on the stop. That'll bring a 3rd down and 3.
So DeBose remaining in the game at running back. Trosclair going to ask for a snap quick here. Nope, now he's going to hard count it and pause. Looks to the sideline. Going to adjust the play. Go up the middle. DeBose going to try the left side. Good initial read, first down. Good vision.
Larry DeBose.
Chains move into plus territory down to the Stratford 45-yard line.
Carson Davis is number 88 on the stop. After that for a War Eagles, first down.
Very key juncture in our game here tonight if Oak Ridge can punch this in for a touchdown.
At the Spartans' 45-yard line.
3 receiver set with the H-back shotgun. Trosclair sweep, going to pull it and throw to the flat. Completed to his H-back, that's number 25, Elijah Ambrosia Sr. Versatile player who will line up at both that H-back spot and split out wide in the 4 receiver sets. But his primary role appears to be in the H-back slot.
Gain of 9 brings up second down and 1.
And that's where he's going to line up here. 2nd and 1. Ball on the 36-yard line of Stratford. DeBose going to try up the middle, try to get the first down yardage. Going to be right on the stick. See if they move the chains or measure. He's right on it. Yep, they're going to move it. First down. Nice opening drive to the second half here by Oak Ridge. To keep this going, punch it in. But you get to this point on the field, have to score the touchdown or you're disappointed. Going to go sweep right side to Bose, but nowhere to go there. It'll be a 2-yard loss. Again, well defended by Stratford there to string it out. They were no doubt given a message at halftime regarding edge containment, given the frequency that both DeBose and Arthur for the War Eagles like to bounce those runs outside. You have to have somebody out on the edge. Looks like Stratford may have gotten that message. 2nd and 12. Pistol set for receivers. Quick throw, Tevian Jefferson makes first man miss inside the 30.
Fabian Jefferson, number 3 on the reception.
Down to the Stratford 29.
Johnny Crawford,
Bring up a
number 15 on the
3rd
stop.
and 4. 8:26 on the third quarter clock here this evening. Nice methodical drive by Oak Ridge so far. Three receiver set here as Trosclair is going to communicate to the offensive line. Pistol. Direct handoff to Bose, going to try and get what he can up the middle, makes a nice first cut. Going to have the first down yardage. DeBose so good with his vision and initial cut to find the space. You can see why he gets the action he does even with a talent like Frankie Arthur on the roster. DeBose is in the game for a reason, as we've seen over his now 3 years on varsity. He's a 3-year starter just like Arthur. Those two have been doing it for a long time in the Oak Ridge colors of red, white, and blue. Trosclair handoff. DeBose inside cut. Makes first man miss again. Going to go inside the 20. Fight for yardage down to the 18 of Stratford. About an 8-yard gain. Another strong carry, DeBose. Arthur's going to sub in now. Give DeBose a breather.
Gain of 6. Brings up 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4 down in distance. Again, very surgical and methodical from the War Eagles on this drive. It's been an explosive game in large part for both of these teams on offense. Trosclair going to look for the fade. James Scott open, goes up to get it. Touchdown, what a catch. A little bit of a moss there. Goes over the helmet of the defender. Extremely good catch. Tell you what, for a sophomore, James Scott, very impressive football player. Can tell he's got the size. I believe he measures about 6'3". Shows the benefits of that. Trosclair's looked his way more than a couple of times here tonight on the fade. That's Scott's 2nd touchdown, I believe, on the night. Caught one on a touchdown route in the first half where Trosclair hit him right on the money. Point after is going to be no good, however. Flag down. So the score is going to hold at least momentarily at 41-21, Oak Ridge leading.
Offside.
Offsides defense.
Half the distance to the goal.
So Oak Ridge will have another chance here to tack on some extra. It's like kicking team's going to stay out on the field for a single point. See if they can take advantage and get this kick up and through the uprights. Didn't see exactly what happened on that last one, but kick came out low. May have been some contact from Stratford there to prevent that kick from getting up and down. Good snap. Kick is up and no good, missed wide left. So our score will remain 41-21. 7:02 remaining in the third quarter. Exactly the opening drive that Oak Ridge would have wanted to draw up there in the halftime locker room. Come out, keep that momentum going from the first half. 34 unanswered points now for the War Eagles. Very impressive. Now, pending the outcome of this kickoff, of course, it will be the turn of the Oak Ridge defense to prove that they've still got the juice they showed at the end of the first half with regard to the pressure they were applying on De Leon. So we'll keep an eye on that here. Angel Martinez, sophomore, teeing it up for us here. 41-21 Oak Ridge lead. Your hometown team getting it done so far tonight. Fair caught by Stratford. Been very impressed with the way Adam Trosclair's led this War Eagle offense here tonight. Just calm, cool operator. Accurate throws, not making any mistakes. Was curious to see how the quarterback situation would look for Oak Ridge after 3 years of Stephen Smedley doing such a good job at the helm of this offense. But Trosclair looking very solid here tonight, doing a great job leading this offense. As another good quarterback, Aaron DeLeon, comes out here. First pass, quick out to the hitch route. Going to be caught and advanced about 7 yards.
Luke Breeze, number 4 on the reception. Cameron Nakui, number 17 on the stop. Gain of 7.
Like Jackson Miller on that catch for Stratford, number 8. 4 receivers, 2nd and 3. Back to pass, DeLeon, batted down. Mutombo style by Faber Owodian. Says, not in my house.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3. 4 down linemen, it looks like, for Oak Ridge. Haven't gone to that 3 down look quite as much. Been applying a ton of pressure. 4 receivers. DeLeon, quick out, incomplete. Will be a forward pass. Bring up a 4th down, so a 5th consecutive stop, I believe, for the War Eagle defense. Really responded well to the initial success of Stratford here tonight. Very impressed with how they've bounced back. Again, last week against Brenham, defense did a good job, only gave up 16 points on the scoreboard, did the War Eagles last week. Of course, whenever you can only score 7, usually not going to get it done. Brenham must have a pretty dang good ball club this year. Short punt, going to be very favorable to Oak Ridge. Got backspin, too. And take a very favorable Oak Ridge bounce. Stratford's trying to claim it touched Oak Ridge. We'll see if the officials agree. And it's going to be Stratford ball. They do agree. Very unfortunate for Oak Ridge. Not a whole lot you could do about that. The punt was popped straight up. Not an easy one to get away from. Again, that's the 2nd bit of great fortune Stratford's had. The first one was when they snapped it over their punter's head for a safety. But a delay of game penalty erased that safety, and now that shanked punt going immediately for a big play fade route, but going to go incomplete, overthrown. Notice that due to the pressure applied by Oak Ridge now, that DeLeon's getting rid of that ball awful quick. Had perhaps a bit more time to lay that one in there. Just overcooked it. Tried to go for,
Pass interference.
nope, pass interference called. Didn't see a late flag.
15-yard penalty, 1st down.
So another advantage for Stratford. Going to move into plus territory after that pass interference down to the Oak Ridge 46-yard line. So War Eagles keep their wits about them here after stopping Stratford on a 4th down. Got a little bit of adversity here. Reeves out on the catch. And a catch advance, going to be a penalty against Stratford here. Flag was thrown in the area of the block, which not good news for the offense. Spread offenses usually get away with that too. Just a little bone to pick that I have with that style offense. Tend to get a little bit more leeway on the perimeter blocks, but not there. It was too egregious to pass up.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st down.
So Oak Ridge move back onto their side of the field now. Ball will be on Stratford's 44-yard line after that penalty marked off. 1st and 20. 4 receivers set for Stratford De Leon. Quick throw to the running back, McGee. Oak Ridge is there. Can they bring him down? And they do. Doing a great job of trailing from behind that man again, Joseph Jonah Ajanye. Great job of pursuit. We'll cut away briefly here so a Stratford player can receive some attention on the field. First time we've seen this tonight. Hope the young man in question is okay. Of course, we don't reveal numbers or anything like that. In case any relatives are watching, we don't want to cause false alarm. Stratford will be facing about a 2nd and 21 when play resumes here. As the teams take a knee on the field while the player receives some attention. Now up and trying to get off the field under his own power, which is always nice to see. And he will be able to walk off. Good to see. So Stratford will huddle briefly before we resume play here. It'll be 2nd and 18 actually down in distance. The ball is on the Stratford 45-yard line. The line to gain is the Oak Ridge 36 for the first down.
2nd down and 18.
4 receivers, 2 to each side for De Leon here. Back to pass, going to try and avoid the heavy pressure, but just too many bodies for Oak Ridge, going to bring him down for a sack. Great job of activity by the Oak Ridge front there, not staying blocked, doing a great job of staying alive and just being relentless going after the quarterback, De Leon. Now it's 3rd and 19, so Oak Ridge defenders another chance to get off of the field and have yet another stop, but they've got to get it done here on a 3rd and long. 4 receivers for Stratford. See if they go quick or try a deep throw. De Leon looking deep this time. Going to throw up the sideline, single coverage. Great job by the defender with the PBU, running step for step with the receiver. Outstanding. So against spread offenses, you're going to be isolated in coverage, so you depend on your corners and safeties to be able to make plays just like that. Outstanding defense. Arinz Ejekim, again, experienced returning starter for the War Eagles. Stratford punt team now back on the field, 4:43 to go in the 3rd. Oak Ridge scoring the only points so far of the 3rd quarter, just the 6 points to extend the lead to 41-21. Punt is away, fair caught. Oak Ridge going to start this possession on their own 28-yard line. Oak Ridge taking a field with a chance here to do some real damage to Stratford. They can extend the lead further, 20 points now. Going to be handed off directly to Arthur. He's going to try and bounce it around the right side. He gets the edge. Gains about 4 yards. Always been amazed throughout his career, DeBose as well, how effortlessly they can seem to make getting that edge look like. Both runners extremely gifted at turning the corner. When you think they won't be able to, they somehow step around that edge. Second and 6. And handoff again. Arthur in trouble, picks up some help, but just going to gain a yard or 2. But given the way that looked initially, Stratford applied a lot of initial pressure, so that's a positive outcome. Oh, they'll lose a yard here, ultimately, but still, could have been worse. Bring up a 3rd and 7.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
4 receiver set for Trostler. Looking for the running back on a screen, hits Arthur. Going to be over the 35, out of bounds at about 36, so it's going to bring up 4th down. Be a 4th and 3. Couldn't quite get what they needed. The execution didn't look entirely clean up front there, despite the completion. A little bit of a hitch in getting that play away. So Oak Ridge will have to punt it away, 4:18 on the clock. That drive was an opportunity for Oak Ridge to put some definitive points on the board. Nevertheless, they'll punt away here, try and play some defense again. Good snap, punt away, good punt, spiral. Going to be fair caught by Stratford, well done by punter and coverage team for the War Eagles. Stratford going to start on their own 35 when we resume play.
Ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. First down and 10.
Here is Stratford, 3 receiver set to resume play, 4:11 on the clock, 3rd quarter, down 20. Going to hand off sweep left side. McGee going to pick up a couple of yards.
Number 3 on the carry. Julian Johnson, number 44 on the stop. Gain of 3 brings up 2nd.
Julian Johnson, a senior, credited with the stop there. Number 44, defensive lineman. Daly on shotgun, back to pass. Looking deep again. Coverage is there if they can make the play, and he does. Very well defended again. Luke Rivas, the intended receiver. Another great job defending on the deep ball. DB right on the hip pocket of the receiver, inside where he should be. It's textbook cornerback play. I believe that was Ejeckum again on the coverage. Doing an outstanding job on an island against the best player that Stratford has out wide. 4 wide, 3rd and 7. De Leon under pressure, trying to scramble around the left side. Gets Luke's ball out. Oak Ridge recovers it. There's a flag in the backfield. So we'll see if Oak Ridge maintains possession. There is a flag in the backfield. See if it will be going against Stratford or not. Holding. Oak Ridge is going to maintain possession. Declined. Thank you very much, War Eagles. Huge opportunity here to put something decisive on the scoreboard. They're going to take over on the Stratford 42-yard line. 3:24 on the clock. So Trostler back out onto the field. Like we have a new running back in the game here, Justin Hayes, a junior. I believe his first series of action in the ball game that I've seen here tonight. And it is Hayes in the backfield, junior running back. See if they go to him right away. And they do. Up the middle, he's going to cut. Where's he been all night? Nice run. Nice blocking as well. Going to be close to a first down. And he'll have it chains move. Again, nice vision. Kind of a similar style run to what we've seen from DeMose all night. Nice initial move to get into the space. Offensive line doing a great job opening the way. The War Eagles have done a tremendous job blocking up the middle. A lot of yards to be gained between the tackles. 4 wide. Handoff again. Hayes going to bounce to the left. He's got the corner. First man misses. Gains about 5 yards. Good strong run.
Hayes on the carry. Number 21, Parker Johnson on the stop. Gain of 5 brings up 2nd down and 5.
3 receivers in the set for Trosclair. Shotgun. Receives the handoff up the middle. And Plowhead first down yardage. That's Hayes right up the middle. Chains will move. As we cross under the 2-minute mark in the third quarter tonight. Oak Ridge maintaining 41-21 lead. Again, they've scored 34 unanswered points here tonight, looking to make that even more. Done a nice steady job moving the football here in the second half, very methodical. Four receiver shotgun, 2 to each side. Trosclair, quick throw out, complete and just to Jefferson. Kind of a dangerous throw with Stratford almost getting in between the receiver and the ball there. No gain, 2nd and 10. See if Oak Ridge will come back to Jefferson on more of a slant post type route, something over the middle. I think they might find success if they do that. We'll see what they dial up here. Handoff Hayes, but nowhere to go. Stacked up immediately. Loss of 2 or 3. Bring up a 3rd and long. Be interesting here. Oak Ridge was in field goal position earlier in the game, even closer than this. Elected not to kick. Went for a 4th down attempt, did not make it in that instance. So be curious to see if they kick, should they not gain enough for the 1st down. But 3rd down opportunity here, 3rd and 13, to see if they can pick up 1st down against the odds here. Back to pass Trosclair. Jefferson underneath on that slant we were just talking about, but hit right away, well defended by Stratford before he can get loose. Ball advanced back to the original line of scrimmage, be on the Stratford 21-yard line. Be about a 37-yard field goal from this range. 36, 37 yards. Offense not moving. 4th and 10. Third quarter is going to run out here. Yep, they will let the clock expire here and we'll reverse the ends of the field. End of 3, Oak Ridge leading Stratford 41-21. The teams have made the journey to the other end of the field, so we can start the 4th quarter of action. Oak Ridge offense facing a 4th and 10. Deep in Stratford territory, 4 receivers set for Trosclair shotgun. Back to pass. Gonna look over the middle. Pass looks to be, nope, they're gonna say it bounced incomplete. Flag is down near where the quarterback released the throw. They're going to call a hold against Oak Ridge, so decline penalty. Stratford's going to take over on downs. Score is still 41-21, just the 6 points by Oak Ridge so far this second half after a point-spilled first half. Two teams combined for 49 points in that first half. Quarterback scramble by DeLeon there. Going to gain 7 yards. Nice run. That was 56 points the two teams combined for in the first half, sorry. Can't add tonight.
Second down and 3.
DeLeon back to pass, 4 receivers, quick throw to McGee in the flat. Advance the ball to around the 29-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Jackson, number 11 on the stop. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
4 receivers set for DeLeon in the Spartan offense. Snap, back to pass, quick throw out, caught by Rivas, but hit right away.
Luke Reed, number 4 on the reception.
Eject him on the tackle.
Richie Ejecto, number 6 on the stop.
Bring up 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
Huge stop by the War Eagles there. Keep this offense at bay. Despite the clock now working against Stratford, they're going to line up for the punt, but we'll see if they really do it or if they're trying to get tricky here. Oak Ridge playing a regular defense with just 1 deep man back, trying to guard against that threat. Punt away, end over end, going to be tried to fair caught, well caught by the return man. It's going to be a penalty against Stratford. Don't believe they provided the halo required there. Gabe Camarillo doing a great job catching that punt. Officials discuss the flag.
Legal block in the back. Number 6 of the return team.
Actually going to call a block in the back.
Ball will be spotted at the 33-yard line. 1st down and 10, War Eagles.
Oak Ridge will take over on their own 33-yard line. 10-12 on the game clock, up 20. And having to work hard to extend that lead further here in the second half, see if they can do it on this possession. Great chance to put things away here. So DeBose back in the game at running back. Larry DeBose, senior, stopped for no gain there.
Larry DeBose on the carry. Johnny Crawford on the stop. Gain of 1. Second down.
2nd and 9, they'll give him a yard there. Have 3 receivers set here for Trosclair, shotgun. Generates some movement, flags come in, we'll see whose fault it was. Pointing both directions.
Offside, number 44 of the defense. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Favorable outcome for the War Eagles, offsides against Stratford. Going to move the ball to the 39-yard line, bring up a 2nd and 4. Trosclair hands it to DeBose. Just going to gain a couple there. Well defended by the Spartans.
Carson Davidson, number 88 on the stop. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Third and 2 for Oak Ridge here. See if they can convert, keep these chains moving. Try and put this game away for good here if they can score some points. Going to hand off, try it the left side. Gain a yard, but going to be short of the first. Yep, DeBoe's brought down before he could get around that left edge. So Oak Ridge punt team's going to have to come back out. Second half turning into a defensive struggle here. Stratford with just a single deep man back. Punt away. Another nice kick caught by Rivas. Stratford will have to start at their own 28-yard line, down 27:55 to go in the game. Oak Ridge moved to 1-1 overall. If they can hold on here for the win. Stratford, having lost to Tomball last week, would go to 0-2. Still some time to go yet, not quite over. And Stratford very much expected to make the playoffs in 17-6A. 4 receivers. Pressure applied on the backfield. Throw behind the intended target, Rivas. Pressure has definitely played a huge role in this game and gotten DeLeon much more uncomfortable than he was to start the game tonight. You can see it, he's kind of clutching at things a little extra. DeLeon, quick throw out to Rivas, complete. Nice tackle out on the perimeter. Bring up a 3rd and medium. 3rd and 6. Another chance for Oak Ridge to generate yet another stop here. So the War Eagles sit on the 34 unanswered points. 4 receivers. 2 to each side. Back to pass. DeLeon looking in the pocket. Did they get it complete or did it bounce? They're going to say complete, first down.
Jack Stewart, number 17 on the reception.
Stewart on the catch for Stratford. It's a senior receiver, Jack Stewart. Did a good job fielding that because the throw looked low. 4 receivers for Stratford here. Motion across the formation. DeLeon looking deep again. Single coverage. Defender couldn't quite get turned around, but the throw is going to be incomplete.
Pass attempt is incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Bring up 2nd and 10. 6:49 on the game clock. In 13-6A play, expect Oak Ridge to be very much in the top 4 picture, along with the likes of the Woodlands, New Caney and Conroe High potentially, maybe College Park trying to play spoiler role from the lower half of the district. Again, a deep ball from DeLeon into coverage, some contact. Late flag does come in, looks like it'll be pass interference. There was some contact, some jostling. Not sure if both were at fault. But nevertheless, flag down does not look great for Oak Ridge. We'll see what the signal is.
Pass interference, number 28 of the defense, 15-yard penalty.
Will go against Oak Ridge. Create a first down for Stratford.
From the previous spot.
Move the football into plus territory for Stratford down to the Oak Ridge 42-yard line. Four receivers set for DeLeon, trips to the top. Quick throw out, a little ahead of the receiver, but complete nevertheless to Rivas. Second and 3. Stratford, for the first time in a while, has something going on offense. Back to pass, looking for a little sit-down route, but broken up by the Oak Ridge secondary. Nice pass breakup by number 22, Joseph Wilson. I believe another one of the experienced players in that Oak Ridge secondary. Four receivers in the set for Stratford. Trips to the near side here. De Leon throwing the flare route out of the backfield. Ball comes out at the last minute. Nope, they're going to signal incomplete. 4th and 3. Of course, Stratford's going to go for it. Clock very much against them at this point. Down 20, 6:09 on the clock. So Oak Ridge runs some substitutions in for this big 4th down. Go a long way to sealing this game. They can hold here. Some more substitution action for Oak Ridge. They'll get it done. Now line up. Going to try and blitz. Heavy pressure comes in, pass complete for a 1st down by the Spartans. Stratford had the right read there in the face of that pressure. The right option available for De Leon to move the chains. Going to go 5 wide, empty backfield now. Back to pass, De Leon looking for the end zone, looking for Reeves, double coverage. Jeckham and Nikki English in coverage for the War Eagles there. Nice bracket coverage on the top target for Stratford. In 5 wide, empty. Wide open receiver. It's going to be a touchdown, Spartans. Braxton Wakefield on that catch for the Spartan touchdown. Going to bring Spartan their first points since the first or early second quarter. Yeah, that'll be their first point since the first quarter. 27 on the scoreboard, so we're not quite done here yet, pending this PAT. 5:52 on the game clock. Snap is down, kick is up, and good. So the score now, Oak Ridge 41, Stratford 28, 5:52 left in the game. Stay with us. Oak Ridge will have another chance here, pending the kickoff, of course, to put the finishing touches on this one. Stratford not quite ready to go away just yet. And we thank all of you who are staying up late with us here on this Friday night, enjoying this Conroe ISD Athletics broadcast. So we thank all the hardworking people that we've got down on the field as well as up here in the booth, help bring you all these great pictures and action from the field and in the stands. Nothing like football season in the state of Texas and here in Conroe ISD. Just really looking forward to the start of district play next week. I think it's going to be a really exciting playoff race for the teams in this district. I think we may have a surprise or two when all is said and done based on where teams finish and who ultimately makes the playoffs. And I look forward to seeing that all play out. Of course, New Caney, the defending district champions. Lined up for the onside kick here is Stratford, as you would expect. Ricky Estrada Jr. for Stratford, going to try and onside it here. Kick away and fielded cleanly by Oak Ridge. Well done. Hands team does the job. So Oak Ridge take over near midfield. like to see Oak Ridge from a momentum point of view, especially going into that big game next week. Put an exclamation point on proceedings here tonight if they can here. Strasclair will come back out with the War Eagle offense and Larry DeBose in the backfield. 3 receivers in the formation. 5:51 game clock. Going to hand off to DeBose around the right side. Got space, close to a first down. Should have it on the roll. They're going to spot him short, actually. A little harsh. 8-yard gain, however, into plus territory. Three receivers here for Oak Ridge. Handoff up the middle, first down yardage. Down to the 38-yard line of Stratford. Chains move. Oak Ridge just leaning on it a little bit here now, working the body. Really impressive fight back from Oak Ridge here tonight. They can close this out. Flags down. This could go against Oak Ridge for false start, but we'll see.
False start. Number 5-yard penalty. First down.
That'll back it up just a tad, the 5 yards here. Back to the 43-yard line. Still in plus territory, of course. 4:50 game clock. 1st and 15 now. Three receivers in the set here for Trosclair. Quick throw into the slot. Jefferson catches it down to the 35.
Jefferson on the reception.
Bring up a 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7.
Four receivers here for Trosclair on the 2nd and 7. Back to pass, quick throw, Jefferson again, but he's going to be hit right away. Ball rolls on the turf. They're actually going to say incomplete. Never had it. Bring up 3rd and 7. Timeout down on the field. .349 game clock when we resume. Three receivers in the set. Makes the handoff, passes into the flat, just over the head of the intended target. Intended receiver there, number 25, Elijah Ambrosia, senior. Just too high for him to bring down, bring up a 4th and 7, 3:44 on the clock. So Oak Ridge will punt it away and attempt to pin Stratford as deeply as possible. Done a good job punting tonight, Oak Ridge. Punt is away, another good punt. See if they can get there to down it. Receiver's going to fair catch it inside the 10, so job done by the punter. Great punt. Number 1, James Scott receiving and punting. Very impressive. 2 receiving touchdowns tonight for Scott.
7-yard line, first down and 10.
So Stratford going to start with the ball on their own 7-yard line. Oak Ridge need to be alive to the deep ball. DeLeon shown he's not afraid to cut it loose and go down the field. Done it a bunch tonight. Motion across the formation. DeLeon back to pass. Gets rid of it, pass complete, up the sideline, going to be out past the 30. It's a well-thrown ball by DeLeon. Released that ball, he was standing on his own goal line. So you know he was thinking about pressure arriving. Knew he needed to get rid of that football, and he did a good job of just that. 4 receivers, trips to the near side here. 1st and 10, 3:30 on the game. Back to pass, looking deep. DeLeon flushed out to the right, throws back over the middle, complete, another first down, another good throw. Couple of very good quarterback plays by DeLeon here. Four receiver set, trips to the near side. Motion out, empty. Fake the screen. Quarterback going to pull it, go around the left side. First down, showing some nice athleticism. Does DeLeon. Had a wide open field there to the left to gain that first down. 2:55 on the clock after he stepped out of bounds. Go into plus territory down to the Oak Ridge 45. Stratford refusing to go away here tonight, fighting for everything. Back to pass DeLeon. Over the middle. Nicely caught. Be close to another first down. That was 17, Jack Stewart. I believe he caught it their touchdown on the previous score for the Spartans. Things are getting interesting here at the end. If Stratford can punch this in, going to be a timeout on the field. Oak Ridge timeout, their first of the second half. They'll have 2 remaining. And the ball is on the Oak Ridge 36-yard line, 2:34 on the clock. Could have a really interesting action-packed ending here pending the result of this possession for Stratford. Been some really nice ebbs and flows in this game with regard to the offenses on both teams. It's been Stratford that's also tightened up defensively here in the second half, keeping Oak Ridge to just the 6 points so far. Stratford scoring 7 of their own in the second half, so they've outscored Oak Ridge 7-6 so far this half. 4 receivers, 2 to each side of the formation. Quick throw into the slot, complete. Receiver makes first man miss. We'll have the first down to the 32 of Oak Ridge. I look for a shot to the end zone here from Stratford. Yeah, and they'll be very mindful of the clock. Perhaps some pump and go action, pump the short throw and then go over the top. See what they do. Nope, straight drop back. They're just going to look deep. The receiver is there. Caught, touchdown, perfectly thrown football. Stratford, 2:09 left in the game, and now it's 41-34. It's going to get real interesting here because you know an onside coming yet again. Do not go anywhere. We've got an exciting ending to this football game. DeLeon showing some outstanding quarterbacking on that drive. Again, Stratford started that drive on their own 7. So, for the folks at home, that was a 93-yard drive. All DeLeon. point after attempt. Good snap. Kick is low. It's going to be no good. So our score is going to remain 41-34. Big miss there. So Oak Ridge maintain a 7-point lead. That means if Stratford were to score one more, they would have to make the PAT to tie the game instead of being able to kick to win. Again, 2:09 on the clock. You know the onside's coming. Get ready. Stratford did an onside on their last kickoff that was fielded really well by Oak Ridge. Try for more of the same here by the hands team. The Oak Ridge band attempting to fire up the home crowd with the I Believe chant. And they should. 7-point lead. Got to get this onside kick fielded cleanly, however, right here. Big play. Our play of the game so far. And here we go. Ricky Estrada gets a nice bounce. Again, fielded perfectly by Oak Ridge. Nice hands from 25, Elijah Ambrosi. I think he fielded the last one as well. Perfectly done. So Oak Ridge, yet again, going to start with the football around midfield. Just a yard short of midfield on the minus side. B. DeBow is back out with Trosclair. Been working the run very heavily this second half to not a whole lot of success. Just kind of inconsistent with their ground game here in the second half. Again, DeBow up the middle, going to cut around to the left side. Able to spin off of one man, gains about 4 yards, good carry. And you're talking about running game being spotty for Oak Ridge here in the second half, but they've stayed with it. 2:01 on the clock, timeout down on the field. This pressure we've seen Oak Ridge generate defensively against Stratford tonight going to be very important next week, playing against a very explosive Woodlands Highlander offense that loves to go deep down the field, just like we've seen from Stratford here tonight. Just about ready to resume. It'll be a 2nd and 5 after an initial 5-yard gain there on first down from DeBow, who will stay in the game, flanking Trosclair in the backfield. 3 receivers. 2:01 on the game clock. Oak Ridge holding on to a 7-point lead. Trosclair pulls it this time. Going to fall forward for a couple of yards. Going to blow the play dead. Bring up 3rd and about 4.
Second charge, timeout at the half.
Another timeout down on the field. Clock management. Chess match going on between the sidelines. Stratford has scored 13 unanswered points after Oak Ridge had taken a 41-21 lead to start the second half. Oak Ridge had the ball first out of halftime and scored on that possession. Beautiful, methodical drive. Missed the PAT, however, on that one, which kept the score at 41. Stratford has found some success on offense their last couple of times out to keep themselves in this football game. Wish all of the traveling crowd from the visitor side safe trip back out to the west side of town after the end of tonight's game. And 3 receivers in the set for Oak Ridge. 3rd and 3. Orbit motion into the backfield from Jefferson. Handoff to Bose around the right side. He's got space and the first down. Huge conversion. Chains are moving. Nice design by Oak Ridge there. Stratford has 1 timeout remaining. Oak Ridge with 2 in the pocket. DeBose up the middle, gets space to gain, going to be close to another first down, about an 8 or so yard gain.
Larry DeBose on the carry.
Their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Stratford just took their final timeout, none remaining. Minute 16 left in our game. Oak Ridge now well on its way to salting this game away, earning every bit of their first win of this 2023 season. They'll go to 1-1 overall if they can get this closed out. And we will start district play next week. This Oak Ridge outfit, with their experience and talent, that'll be trying to build on what they did last year, get back into the postseason, get a couple of playoff wins if they can. Victory formation here for the War Eagles. Trostler going to kneel it down. And my name is Jeremy McGrail. Been a pleasure to bring you the action here tonight from Wood Forest as we get ready to conclude the action. Hope you enjoyed this very entertaining football game between these 2 high-scoring outfits. Could see a similar type of game next week when the Woodlands meets Oak Ridge right here in this building. Curious to see how the Highlanders are going to do against Lamar. Trostler going to take another knee here. That should do it for the evening. Oak Ridge is going to get that first win of the season by a count of 41-34 over Stratford. Again, Stratford coming out tonight hot with a 21-7 lead, and then Oak Ridge reeled off 34 unanswered points before Stratford mounted a late challenge to score 13 unanswered points of their own to make things a bit interesting there at the end. But nevertheless, your hometown War Eagles are going to get that first win of the season. We hope you enjoy it, and you'll come back with us again next week for even more football action. I am Jeremy McGrill. Been a pleasure to have you along for the CISD Athletics broadcast. We hope you will join us again next time.
voice of the War Eagles, along with Jake Yancey doing the spotting. On behalf of Conroe Independent School District, thank you for attending tonight's game.